Hi there, it's Karen Leabo with VintageDazzle.etsy.com here at the start of a new weekly reseller vlog. I sell vintage items on Etsy and also on my eBay store, and I show you the stuff that I'm listing and the stuff that I'm selling and other stuff that's going on in my life. So I hope that you'll join me, and I hope that you'll give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I usually only do a couple of videos a week, so you won't be overwhelmed. And comment, because I love comments, and like. Did I say like? I hope so. Anyway, I'm going to start out this week by showing you what I sold over the holiday weekend, which is lots of stuff. So the first thing I have is this authentic Mali, as in M-A-L-I, a country in Africa, mud cloth, which is really interesting. It's hand woven, these really narrow strips, and it's dyed with fermented mud, and anyway, it's pretty cool. And that sold for $49, and I will slide in a picture so you can see it, because I always wrap my textiles in plastic before I put them in inventory so they don't get dusty. And that's how I send them too, so I don't unwrap them. But I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here is what I sold over the 3-day weekend that I'll be shipping off tomorrow. And first off are these Mexican redware tiles. These are some old architectural salvage. I sold 4 of them for $19 a piece, for a total of $76, and I still have more left. I sold a lot of jewelry. Let's see, I already told you about the one piece of fabric that I sold, but this is a European, probably Italian, canatile, spun silver, beautifully made brooch with the green enamel on it, and that sold for $48. And this is a jade ring. I want to say it's 10 karat gold, but I've forgotten now what it is. I think it is. I think it's 10 karat gold. Not real diamonds, but the jade is real. A lot of people look at that. That sold for $38. And we have this, very convincing. Does look like silver, but it is alpaca and turquoise. Pendant from Mexico, and has the neat inlaid design with a crown and a face. Maybe it's meant to be an owl, I'm not sure. Let's see. 29 that sold for. And we have a carved bone necklace. Those are peacocks. A little hard to see in this light, but they're carved peacocks with the big tails sticking up, and then they've got these neat hollow cage beads. Probably from India, mid-century. Bone necklace sold for $28. And we have a lot of Bakelite bangles, including that nice carved black one. I like those colors together. $65 for that lot. Then we have these sterling silver and turquoise southwestern earrings. These are QT or qual turquoise, marked, signed. Not necessarily Native American, could be. Depends on who they have working in their workshop, I guess. It's a big company. I think it's in Albuquerque. Anyway, nice turquoise in those, and they sold for $27. And this is a lot of big button clip-on earrings from the 80s back through mid-century. I think there's some crystal ones, faux pearl, enamel, some like, I don't know what those are. But I sold a big lot of these for $25. And let's see, did I talk about this? This is this fun enameled metal. I think it looks like a sunflower, but maybe it's just a sun. I don't know, but that sold for $26. And I think, yes, I think I have covered it all. Hi there, it is Tuesday night, and I'm going to show you my one sale that I had today, and I'm going to put off showing you what I listed till tomorrow, because I'm lazy. This is what I sold, is a pair of Mexican silver earrings with turquoise, malachite, onyx, forget what the purple stone is, sugilite maybe. They are CII, which is signed CII, 1980s style. That's all I said about them. So, okay, but they were $38, and goodness, very blurry here. There we go. And then I wanted to show you, I got my book on Turkish embroidery, and it's a little more of a how-to book and not quite as much on history and not as many color pictures as I was hoping for, but it wasn't an expensive book, so that's okay. I'm going to read it, and I'll probably pass it on to Amelia. She might be interested in doing some of this embroidery. I think she would like that. Or not, I don't know. But I'm hoping I'll be able to learn about some of the textiles that she gave me. Really cool looking. Okay. Hi there, it is Wednesday morning, and I'm finally going to show you what I've listed the last couple of days. I have another one of these Indonesia fabric rings. This one is a really big long one, I think meant to make a dress or meant to wrap as a dress. I'm not really sure, but it can just be used as fabric to make something else. And it has this inset panels of this beautiful embroidery. I don't know whether this is, this part looks hand woven. I think it might be. I don't know if all of the cloth is, but it's got the main colors of it are this hot pink and black, and then it's got these stripes inlaid. It's really pretty. Listed that for $49. And we have this, another piece of this African fabric. This is by the same tribe that did the mud cloth that I featured last week, but this, the Dogon, I don't know if I say that right, of Mali. This is a hand woven in these very narrow strips on a very narrow loom, and then the strips are sewn together. They're tie-dyed and used indigo dye, and this is a really nice piece. It could be used as a wrap skirt. It could be a shawl, and it could be a sofa throw. You can make pillows out of it. It's really a lot of uses for that. And that listed for $74. And then we have this woven table runner, which is such beautiful colors. I love these colors. They're kind of different. I don't know really where this is from. I think Southeast Asia, but I don't really know for sure. But it's in really nice condition. It's got fringe on the ends, and listed that for $34. And this is some more Indonesian ikat woven fabric. This one has a face pattern on it. And some fringe at the ends. It's kind of a table runner sort of thing, or shawl. You know, you could use it for a lot of things. It's pretty thick fabric. Let's see. That one listed for $34. Then we have the jewelry. I love this fantastic brutalist pendant. It's on this sort of a, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a segmented wire, so it's not just solid wire. It has structure to it, and it is all silver. The wire and the clasp and the piece itself, it's not marked, but I did test it. This middle stone is quartz. It's a little carved cabochon of quartz crystal. And then it's got two, believe those are coral. Really neat piece. That's 115. We'll see how it does. It's a massive piece of silver. Really big. Okay, then we have this ring. This is a Mexican silver ring with the Aztec mosaic style background with the crushed turquoise in a matrix, and then it has this inset serpent head, which I believe is Quetzalcoatl. I don't know how you say his name. The serpent, feathered serpent, who's like the main god dude in some mythology. And it is signed, and it has a eagle mark. It's signed ABL. I found other pieces signed ABL, but I was not able to identify that artist. That probably dates from the 50s or 60s. And listed that for $32. And then these are some beautiful, very old style Mexican silver screwback earrings. And these are Casa Figueroa. It took me forever to make out the mark because half of it's missing. The front half of the mark is missing, so I just had to hunt page after page until I found it. They're very William Spratling looking. They have that kind of look to them of the really early Mexican silver from the 30s and 40s. These would be pre-eagle mark, I believe. And these are, where did they go? Oh yeah, okay, 34 on those. And these are also Mexican silver, a little more modern. These are going to be 1980s, probably. Big clip-on earrings, heart-shaped with, they're hollow, they're kind of a shadow box style with the incised design leading to a dark interior for contrast. And these are signed also. They're with the more modern type of mark with the letters and numbers, but I, again, wasn't able to identify the artist. But those I also listed for $34. These are $34. These are $34. What else do I have on here? I think that's all. So we are driving to the vacuum cleaner repair place to get our vacuum cleaner repaired because Rob was using it and all of a sudden it just quit. And we couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. We let it cool off and everything. Couldn't fix it. So we took it to the vacuum place, but as we were pulling it out of the car, the hose came disconnected and all this crap started falling out. So we started pulling all the dust, and Rob started pulling all the dust and everything out, and this is what we found inside. It was completely blocking the hose. He used to have a little feathery tail, which is now gone, but this is Muffin's, one of Muffin's mice that makes this sad little noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but anyway, so we took it into the vacuum place, plugged it in, and it worked fine. So, saved a repair bill. Pretty funny though. It is a Wednesday night, and these are the items that I am shipping off tomorrow. We have 3 orders, but each order is for multiple items, which is nice. This first person bought a silk embroidered shawl. Not quite sure where it's from. I said Mexican with a question mark, and I will show you a picture of it. It's really beautiful. That was $28. And then in this white package is a white, big old linen damask tablecloth with roses, white on white, really big one, 84 by 71 inches. And that one sold for $35. Oh my gosh, that's really cheap for such a big tablecloth. But that's okay. I've had it for a while. It's time for it to find a new person to love it. Okay, then we have these 4 pieces of jewelry going to one person. And this is a very large sterling silver brooch with a pinkish rhinestone. And this is a Louis Stern, signed L.S. Co. Very, very mid-century 1940s look to it. Almost a little bit of an Art Deco look. And that sold for $42. I've had that for a while. I would price that higher if I were pricing it today, especially with the free shipping. Then we have this brooch, and this one is E. Pearl signed. Irwin Pearl is who that is. It's a modernist gold tone abstract design. It's in really nice shape. You can see the surface is really clean. Not a lot of wear to it. That sold for $26. Then we have this ring that I just listed very recently. It's a malachite Native American sterling silver ring. It is signed in for where did it go? Jean Nathan. That's right. Jean Nathan is who made that. That sold for $45, and this is a lapis lazuli sterling silver ring. Has kind of a Victorian look to it, and that sold for $54. And then lastly, we have these 2 items going to the same person. A couple of big, showy, fun floral brooches. Love this one. Love the color. So mid-century. Let's see. That one is... it's not signed. Sold for $19. It should be signed, though. It's very cool. Oops. And then this is just a crazy looking brooch. It's a pink rhinestone rose inside a frame. Really original design on that. And that one sold for $18. And that is it for this evening. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, and I am going to show you what I got listed yesterday. So, first item up is this pretty large linen cross-stitch tablecloth. It's got these different color roses on it, and some ribbons and other little flowers and things. It does show a little bit of wear, nothing tragic. There's a couple of really faint stains. They're only going to show up in like bright daylight. So anyway, tablecloth listed for $36. And then we have some jewelry. This is a Peruvian sterling silver brooch. It has the outside kind of donut part is made with stamped and cut sheet silver, and it shows these little bird heads that are an Inca theme. And then at the center is a bit of cast silver in the shape of a walking man holding a bundle. I don't know, it looks kind of like bread to me, but I'm not sure what it is. So normally you see this, almost this exact brooch with a llama at the center. I have never seen one with a walking guy, so I don't know if it's rare or if people just like llamas better than walking guys. But it's marked 925, and it has a mark of a couple little V's. I don't know what that is. And it does not say Peru, which is kind of weird because I know it's Peru. There's no question about that. So I guess it could be really old, but I don't think so, because most of these seem to be dated mid-century era. They were, souvenirs. It does have a C clasp. I don't know. So, that is $52. And then we have this cute little demi-tasse spoon with the blue enamel. This is A. Mickelson, Danish silver. These normally would have come in a set of 6 in a little padded box. They were a very popular gift item, sold in jewelry stores and gift stores. Very popular souvenirs that Americans brought home in the mid-century era. Hoping maybe somebody, has this set and wants to replace a missing spoon. Who knows? It's a cute little spoon, though. And he is listed at $29. Okay, then we have this canateel bracelet. This, I feel, is a pretty old one. It's got one of those peg clasps, and it's really finely done. It's a real pretty one. Sorry, this light's not great. It's kind of blue looking to me on the screen. Canateel bracelet is listed for $74. It is sterling silver, if I didn't mention that. And then lastly, we have a Mexican silver zodiac brooch, Pisces. It's all sterling silver on the back. Sad that you don't see much of the silver from the front. It's got a copper and a brass fish, and they're in the Mosaico Azteca, or Aztec mosaic technique, which I think is, this one is some crushed turquoise mixed in with the matrix, and then it's got a lot of little green stones, but it has a turquoisey look to it. It's really, this one is really well done, very smooth. It is signed, but it's really hard to read. The sign is very blurry. I made out the initials, I think, but I wasn't able to really make heads or tails of who it is. And there's an eagle stamp, but again, the number is kind of obliterated. It does say Tosco, but it's a beautiful piece. Listed that one for $48. If you have a Pisces friend you need a gift for, there you go. Okay, so that is it for now. It is Thursday night, and I have had one sale today, but it was a very good one. It is a Japanese Fukuro Obi, which is a wrap that goes around a kimono, like a formal kimono belt. And I will have to slide in a picture because it's wrapped up. But it sold for $165. So if you're only going to have one sale, have it be a good one. Hi there, it is Friday morning. Man, the week just flies by. We're kind of in lockdown right now. Things are a little bit bad in the greater Los Angeles area, but they're saying it's peaked. It's coming down now, so hopefully things will normalize a little more soon, and I'll be getting out and about a little bit more. But right now, I will show you what I got listed yesterday. Okay, first off we have this little Guatemalan hand-woven, it's like a little table mat. It's a little square. Oh, well, I can't get it unfolded. It's hard to do with one hand. It's so pretty, though. Look how pretty that is. Just beautiful, beautiful weaving. So colorful. It's got the fringe on the ends. And I listed that for $22. And then this is a really nice ikat, very lightweight cotton tablecloth. And I believe this was made in India. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where it came from. I love the colors on this. It's a nice big tablecloth too. And that listed for $34. And then the last thing was this First Nations ring, and it took me a while, but I finally figured out who made it and what the story is on it. And it was made by a Tlingit master carver named Amos Wallace. My search was confused by the fact that the guy who did Famous Amos is named Wallace Amos. But anyway, so what this is there's a raven head and an eagle's head. And the Tlingit have two main clans, which are the ravens and the eagles. And traditionally, you would not marry someone from your own clan. So you would marry, if you were an eagle, you would marry a raven. And so this design was called the Lovebird's Ring, which I think is so sweet. And it is signed by the artist's initials, and it's dated 1985. Sometimes his jewelry goes for a lot of money, but unfortunately, this design is still being made. I guess it got licensed or something. They acknowledge who the artist is. They don't mention the fact that he died in 2004, and they're still making his rings. But this one has his initials in it, and it was 1985. I assume he actually made this one, because he was, in addition to being a carver of totem poles, he was a silversmith. And he was quite old when he passed away. But it's very interesting learning about him and his life. He was a guest on the Tonight Show with Jack Parr a long time ago. And he carved some totem poles for some big department store in Brooklyn, and they're now in the Children's Museum. He's just a really interesting guy. So anyway, that ring I listed for $85. It's Friday night, and here are the items that I'm wrapping to ship tomorrow. We have a pair of Mexican sterling silver. Sorry, cat's making some kind of weird noise. Mexican silver earrings with amethyst cabochons, and these are by the artist known as A.E. inside a heart-shaped M. Nobody knows the exact identity, but it is a known and very well-liked maker. And oh dear, I forgot to check what the prices were. Let's see, those sold for $48. And then this is a Victorian silver-plated tea service. We have a sugar, a creamer, and a waste bowl, and those also sold for $48. Most of that going to be eaten up by shipping. Yeah, I used to sell silver, Victorian silver plate, or even newer silver plate, for a lot more, but people do less formal dining these days, I guess. But it's a beautiful set. It's got a really pretty pattern on it, and the plating is in good condition compared to most. What are you doing? Oh, silly animal. Hello, it is Saturday morning. Just got back from the post office, and I'm going to show you a few things that I have gotten listed recently. We have, as has been usual lately, some textiles. This is, I believe it's a Guatemalan, like a table mat. Pretty woven, nice thick, pretty orange bright colors, and then in each corner there's this embroidery of a rooster. You can kind of see, if you look at it long enough, you see the rooster. Let's see, let me show him. Here he is. There he is in another color. Each corner is a different color with the rooster. So it's really cute. And that table mat was $24. And then this is an ikat woven shawl. I think this one is cotton, but it's very soft. It's very fine weaving. Has a little fringe. And let's see, that I listed for $37. And then this is another shawl. I think this one might be silk, but I'm not sure. It's either silk or it's very, very fine cotton. It is super soft, and it does have a bit of a sheen to it. So it I don't know. Jury's out on that one. I don't know if this one is Indonesia or India, but I like the colors. Blue, gold, white, kind of a purple. and listed that one for 42 just because I liked it a lot. And we have some jewelry. We have this absolutely fabulous sterling silver and chip inlay turquoise bird head. It's like a pre-Columbian design. Here's what the back looks like. Now, this is obviously Mexican silver. You can just tell by looking at it. Nobody else did stuff like this, but it's not marked Mexico, which is quite odd. But it is marked sterling. It's probably a pretty old piece, like 1940s. I believe that this technique became popular in the 1940s. Listed the bird head for 48. And then, lastly, I listed these two pair of earrings together. They're both a little bit distressed. They're probably Native American, but one of the dangles is missing. That's the only problem with that one. But they're still pretty. You could still wear them. And then these are Mexican silver, and these are really nice old Mexican silver. Again, 1930s, 1940s. Problem being, the stones don't match. One is green and one is blue. And also one of the dangles has been replaced, and I think that it was replaced with something that's not sterling. So, again, distress. So I decided just to put the two of them together. There are people who love distressed jewelry, which I think is neat. But I listed them for the bargain price of $23 for both pair. And they sold right away. Yay. I kind of wanted to move those on. You know, you just want to find them a new home. Hi there. It is Sunday night, and I am going to show you what I sold over the weekend. It was a pretty good weekend, I have to say. Yeah, and oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys are football fans, but wow, did I watch a couple of good football games today. I haven't watched football all year. But for some reason today I thought, well, it's the playoffs. I have a couple of teams that I kind of like. I'm a Chiefs fan. I used to live in Kansas City. And, you know, I live in the LA area, so I'm kind of a Rams fan. And they were both playing, not each other. And they both won, though. Whew, crazy games. Crazy, crazy. So anyway, but I'm going to show you my stuff now. So here are my sales for the weekend. Starting with this, which I will slide in a picture. You can see what it really looks like. It's a Chinese silk robe from the 1960s, and it is the tag is Esme, which is a desirable brand made in China. It's really beautiful. Sold for $175. Then I think I already told you about these. These are the two pair of sterling silver screwback earrings. One pair is Native American style, one pair is Mexican silver. They are lightly distressed, and I sold them for a bargain basement price of $23 for the two pair. Pretty good. And then this is sterling silver and amethyst dangly pendant. I did discount it some because the buyer did not want the chain with it. And the chains really don't cost me very much, but I gave her a good discount anyway. So that's over $30. And we have this cute little old-fashioned telephone pin. This is from Spain. It is like a faux damascene. I've heard this also called Toledo style. But it's an unusual form, this little telephone. Very cute. And that sold for $15. That's something I've had around for a while. I think that may have been plus shipping. I've had it for a very long time. Then we have this tiny little Native American turquoise ring. That is so sweet. It's just like so tiny, but it's really well done. And let's see, the price on that was $28. We have these sterling silver earrings. These are Mexican silver. They're very old-fashioned looking, but they're actually probably from the 80s. They're post earrings and they have a more modern mark on them. But they have a great look to them and they're heavy. It's a lot of silver in there. Let's see. Those sold for $34. And I think that is everything. And with that, I will conclude this vlog. Thanks for sticking with me. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do just a couple of videos a week with my vintage hauls and my vintage vlogs. And comment if you care to. I love comments. I reply to all that need replies. I do read them all. I love comments. It's kind of the only social media I do right now. So it's nice to have comments. And that's it. I will see y'all soon. Bye.